EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Chicago, Illinois, the location for the Raptors. A polished game and a will to win. That's what R.J. Barrett brings to the table. His team will lean on his leadership as they game plan. We welcome you to Noche and Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, Richaun Holmes out there with Lyles. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Simons in at the point. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
Holmes, good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
It's stolen by Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And it's Ingram missing. Now the Bulls with it. 4-point game. Holmes kicks to Simons. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddey. His three-pointers off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much.
Scotty Barnes.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Right wing. Three-pointer. Toronto grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky. And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Pass to Buzelis. And a miss there on the triple. Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. On the wing quickly. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Back to Lyles for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Pirtle against Holmes. On the wing, Giddey lets it go from deep. And again, no good by Chicago. The Raptors with the lead. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And a big dunk there from a springy Barnes. He gets up fast there for the hammer.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Daniel Tice is checked in for Richaun Holmes. Kevin Knox comes in for Trey Lyles. Micic, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Teardrop shot. The rebound by Shed. Toronto, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Tries again. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against Memphis.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
When they say don't give your opponent confidence, this is what they mean. They were allowed to hang around, and by the end, they were the team that believed in themselves.
Fires the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Dick with it. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Walter. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And all the attention goes to Dick's jump shot, but he's a willing passer as well.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. From outside the arc. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
To the wing right side. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Walter. Takes the three. They get it again. And so it's Toronto in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot.
The Raptors, 18.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
We've got Daniel Tice. Anthony Simons out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Knox in at the small forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Bulls trail by 9. On the wing, Giddey. Over Barrett. That one wide left.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And again, Chicago, no good. Toronto leading by 11. Martin from outside. It's rebounded by Giddey. Puts up a three. The kick out to Simons. Fires from deep, and he's good on the three ball. Giddey's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That is his first foul of the game. Rashawn Holmes is checked in for the Bulls. Pirtle, he's checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Martin.
Is one of Pirtle's greatest strengths is offensive rebound. He just has a nose for finding second chance points.
From downtown, Giddey no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Raptors leading by 10. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey team, Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, quote, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Back to you guys.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And again, Chicago, no good. Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul. Chicago making a switch here. Bruzelis is checked in. Barnes bounce pass. Pirtle kicks to Barnes. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got 9 points.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Corey Joseph's checked in for Josh Giddey. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. We take a look at the Warriors. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And right now, Chicago,
they were hoping to make a move late in the season. It hasn't happened as of yet. They're just stuck low in the rankings because of it. Maybe they can still end the season here on a high note.
Here we are late in the year, RJ. What's this time of the schedule feel like for a player?
Everybody's a little banged up. That's just part of it. You're going to be at about 75% of your strength right now, but that's what makes it fun. Can you push yourself further than the next guy?
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Elbows checked in, and it's Walter in for Brandon Ingram.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Toronto.
That shot wide open. Barnes has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Three-pointer, Simon. Another 3 for Chicago.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
2 minutes.
Shed, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a free pass.
Three-pointer, Simon. Buries it from three-point range. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's Holmes. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we've got a breakdown showing the average 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Bulls.
And they have been feasting from long range, shooting with volume and accuracy. It's been a good recipe for them offensively, and boy, it puts a lot of pressure on opposing defenses to try and cover all that space.
With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Knox.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And Bruzelis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Daniel Tice comes in for Rashad Holmes. And it's Micic in for Anthony Simons. And Toronto also making a switch. Dick's checked in.
Even though it didn't go down, they'll take that shot every time.
There's the 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The Raptors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line. As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Bruzelis. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. Three-pointer, Martin. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's
with the score, Chicago.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Jump. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They lead by 11. Shaq, what was your...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And checking out the group for Darko Rojakovic to start the second half. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the 1 spot.
Look, we know R.J. Barrett can score, but I like the improvement he's shown defensively over the course of his career. He has put in the effort.
And stolen by Giddey to the middle. And Simon's wide open. He'll fight. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Rebounded by Holmes. Bulls trail by 8. Giddey finds Simon. A 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those 3s coming.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Simons from outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the slam dunk by Simon.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And Toronto making a change here. Shed's checked in. Here's Barnes. Yep, that one goes in there. Barnes has got 13.
And a guy who has quickly adapted to playing NBA offense. Barnes, he can be a producer.
Lets it go with a 3. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Simon.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Shed, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Rashad Holmes.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
3-pointers, Simon. Another 3 for Chicago.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Barrett against Tice. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Simon. And the Bulls another 3.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Murray Boyles with the bucket.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
And the Bulls call timeout here.
Fans, make some noise.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Elbows checked in. And it's Walter in for R.J. Barrett.
Bulls kids.
Pass to Micic. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's good from long range. Buzelis has got 5 points so far.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
Please give a big round of applause.
And here's a look at the stats for Ingram. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's averaging 19 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Here's Buzelis, and the Bulls another 3.
2 minutes.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Ingram outside. Knocks down the step-back Jay. Ingram's got it all tied up now for Toronto. Here's Buzelis. Offensive rebound. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Buzelis has got 9 points now in the quarter.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
He gets it in there.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
To the wing on the left. And here's Joseph for 3. Toronto grabs the miss.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Micic. From outside, off the mark.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was. Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Over to the left wing. Fires for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Buzelis has got 16 points.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And the shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Pass to Joseph to the right side. For the 3. And the Bulls another 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Bulls lead by 2. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Trey Lyles.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Trey Lyles out there with Holmes. Then it's Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Micic in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Giddey's got the lead up to 8 now for Chicago. Pass to Murray Boyle. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Buzelis grabs the board. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Shots good by Lyles.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Here's Murray Boyle. Pass to Barnes. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Tough shot there. Showing how poised he's become under pressure.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Fans, if you want a t-shirt,
Simons, he's checked in for the Bulls. The Raptors making a switch here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you once again, Allie. Outside, Barrett. Simons against quickly. The shot missing. Simons with the defensive effort. Chicago leading by 12. Here's Buzelis. Another 3 for Chicago.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Quickly looking it over. Second shot opportunity. Simons with the defensive effort.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Isles no good.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Raptors trail by 13. Quickly, that's for two. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his third assist on the night. Simons, the pass to Holmes. And Pirtle sends it back.
Just fantastic defense by Pirtle. You see the length and the timing.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Raptors foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in.
They haven't looked the same on defense during this second half. Seems like they are relaxing and allowing them to get whatever shot they want.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Simons kicks to Giddey. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors trail by 12. Ingram wide open. And the Raptors tack on two more.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Giddey finds Simons. They get the rebound. There's Lyles. Off target from outside. And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto. And it's Barnes spending it down.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Chicago calls timeout. They lead by 8. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Anthony Simons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Pass to Lyles. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Ingram. Releases. And he overshot that one, missing. Raptors trail by 11. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 11. 1:10 left in the fourth. .110 left in the game. Here's Ingram. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bulls.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Simons.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
R.J. Barrett.
Here's Buzelis on the three off target. From deep three-point land, off target with that shot. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in